If you're gaining stress belly fat after 45, it is not in your head. So estrogen has a protective effect in multiple areas of the body, especially when it comes to your stress response and gaining that stress belly fat. So as estrogen starts to drop in your mid to late 30s, 35, 36, 37, you start to lose that protective effect. So how does this work? In your brain, at the level of the hypothalamus, estrogen helps regulate the release of a stress hormone called corticotropin releasing hormone. So we'll just call it CRH for short. Now, since estrogen isn't blocking this hormone, it goes up. And then this increases the signal to the pituitary to release more of something called ACTH. So that increase also then tells your adrenal glands to produce more cortisol. So now what you have is your stress pathway is more easily activated. Your body is supposed to recognize when your cortisol is high and shut the system down. In our brain, we have something called the glucocorticoid receptors. These receptors in your brain should detect when cortisol is high and turn down the stress response. And guess what? Estrogen helps these receptors work properly. So again, when estrogen drops, those receptors become less sensitive. So this means that your brain doesn't shut this signal off as quickly or as well, and your cortisol can run a little bit higher and stays elevated longer. So yes, to answer that question, after 45, this becomes more of an issue. And it's not because the stress is new, but because your body is now responding to stress in a totally, completely different hormonal environment. So same stress, but now you have a different body, you're gonna get different results. What worked at 25 is not gonna work at 35 or 40 or 50.